Let's talk about the required textbook for LNT 134. It's this one here. Now, this may look kind of strange for a textbook about soil. It's green, first of all. Why isn't it brown like soil should be? Well, the textbook here is very specific. It is not going to be a general overview of the entire course. You will get all the information that you would typically have in a standard introduction to soil science course. And to supplement that information, we're using this book, Teeming with Nutrients, The Organic Gardener's Guide to Optimizing Plant Nutrition. And that's the key right here, nutrition, plant nutrition. One of the hardest parts of the soil science course is really getting down to the chemical elements and how they become useful for growing plants. It's important that you understand how plants grow before and during your understanding of the minerals that the plant receives from the soil. And Teeming with Nutrients tells the story in a very compelling, rigorous, but digestible way. And I think you're going to enjoy the book. I've got guides prepared to help you read this book. So by the end, you're going to read it, but you're going to read it strategically, and you're going to absorb the information maybe in a slightly different way than if you just sat down to read it front to back like a novel. We're going to use this as a course text. And in the beginning, it may seem very unrelated, but believe me, all of the chapters come together to tell the complete picture of how the minerals in the soil work with our plants, vice versa, really, how the plants work with the minerals and exactly what they use those minerals for. And once you go through the material in this book, it will all make so much more sense, and you'll be able to remember all of the concepts we talk about throughout the rest of the course. Just like all my courses, I have some personal philosophy about textbooks. If I'm going to require a textbook of you, I want it to meet a couple of criteria. One, I want it to be affordable. Many textbooks in this field can be very expensive because it's a little bit of a specialty, and soil science is no exception. So $300 is not an outrageous price for a soil science textbook. However, this little thing is much more affordable. That's number one. Number two, if I'm going to require a book, I want it to be useful to you in your horticultural career into the future. And if you're going to put a book up on the shelf, it should be something that you're going to open up again one day. And this is a book that's a handy little reference guide that I think will be helpful if you have specific questions about nutrients in the soil in particular. If you're doing a soil analysis and you need to just kind of refresh yourself on what's exactly going on. So that's my general course textbook philosophy. Now, this book is great. It is kind of told in a hybrid of narrative, story, along with factual organization, like a standard textbook would be. But there's some really great diagrams in here that I know you're going to enjoy. Little drawings, little graphs and photographs that really help to make it clear some of these things we talk about, because we can't observe with our eyes what's happening. So we need to kind of have good visualizations. This book gives it to us. So it is required. Go ahead and pick it up in whatever way necessary. You can get it from the campus bookstore. You can purchase it directly from the publisher. In this case, it is Timber Press. Or, of course, you have many other options at your disposal for purchasing books with modern technology. So So I don't care how you get it, just make sure you get it. It will be required. There are assignments directly using and engaging with this course text, and I think you're really going to enjoy it. As always, please give me feedback if you like or dislike the book. I've had some students start out a little bit skeptical, but I promise you, if you put in the time with this book, it's going to pay you back. And it'll even help you out with some of your other classes too, perhaps kind of grappling with some of these concepts. I think it's a great one. I wouldn't recommend it if I didn't think so. So there you have it. There's our course text. Go get it.